All right, so now we're going to talk about your health, your physical being, and your diet and your workout plans. Quite frankly, everyone should be doing this. I mean, your health comes before anything. Money, fucking people, I don't know, like whatever the fuck you do, like hanging out with friends or business, I don't know. Anyways, you want to put your health first before anything. You want to make sure you're eating the right amount of calories you are consuming. Well, let's not even talk about the gym bro mentality. Let's talk about your health mentality. You should be eating all your vitamins, your proteins, all that stuff, okay? You should be having fruits, meats, vegetables, other things like appetizers and stuff that could be good for you. But you want to make sure that you're eating the right foods. You want to be eating, now, sorry to offend anybody, but you don't want to be a fatty McPatty and eat a fucking greasy ass fucking burger. If you want to eat a burger, you want to eat a nice clean one with some tomatoes and onions and lettuce on it, with a nice clean beef patty. It's not filled with fucking seed oils that are gonna clog your arteries and make you a fat piece of shit, which you don't want to be. So you want to eliminate all the greasy, oily stuff with seed oils, especially seed oils. That's terrible for you. All right, and then secondly, you want to make sure you're not eating stuff like candy and ice cream and all that sugary, artificial bullshit and refined sugars. Okay, that stuff is terrible for you. You don't want to eat it. You don't want to consume it. What you do want to consume, though, is lots of meats, vegetables, berries, fruit. I don't know why I said berries before fruit, but you want to have your fruit. Fruits are important because they hydrate you. Not only that, but you want to drink a lot of water too. You want to stay hydrated. But fruits actually have a lot of minerals and stuff that helps your body because it's natural sugar. And what it does is it helps hydrate you and give you energy. So you want to you want to consume a lot of that stuff because God made it, God created it, it was meant for you to consume. And me, I try to stay away from the pork, man. You don't want to eat that shit. I know that the Jews and the Muslims, they don't eat that stuff. I mean, everyone should just not eat that stuff. It is disgusting what that animal is. You are what you eat, so don't forget that. If you're going to eat a lot of beef and good proteins and good quality animals, it's going to reflect on you, and you are what you eat. Trust me. I don't know how to explain it, but anytime I eat pork or some shit, I always feel like shit. My joints and everything feel weak. I just feel like a fucking loser. But when you eat steak and you eat beef and all this stuff, what happens is you subconsciously become the animal. You become strong. You become full of nutrients. And steak does have a lot of nutrients, especially if you eat a lot of bone marrow. Trust me, bone marrow is amazing for your bones. Every time I eat chicken wings, I always bite the ends off and I eat it. And I always suck the little bone fluid shit that's in it out of it. That sounded really gay. But but what I like to do is do that. Because your body and your bones absorb it and you have denser bones. That's why I never really snap a bone or break anything, or I have really dense bones, or when I kick people in MMA, I don't feel it as much. Is because of that. What else? Oh, your sleep routine. You definitely want to sleep at least 8 hours. 8 hours. I don't care what anyone says. If you're cutting your sleep and you're only getting 4 or 5 hours consistently over time, your body's just not going to recover. You're going to be slow. Your brain's not going to recover. And actually, there's been studies with people who don't get as much sleep. Their brain deteriorates faster because of that, because of the lack of sleep. It's fucking you up in the long run by not getting your sleep. You want to sleep at least 8 hours a day. You want to make sure you're consuming at least half a gallon minimum water. I push towards a gallon, but even I don't do that sometimes. Definitely throw a little bit of lemon water in there. You want to throw some lemon in your water. It's going to fix your or your pH levels in your body, your acidic levels. And it's gonna keep your body in the right frequency, okay? Because if you're eating a bunch of low quality foods and you're just eating garbage with no nutrients in it, you're gonna lower your vibration and you're gonna just perform worse. You're gonna feel like shit and all this stuff. Most people don't really go into the depths of these kinds of things. They just kind of tell you a generic cookie cutter gym routine kind of like meal plan and all that, but you want to make sure you're doing that, as well as having your fish oils. Fish oils are great for your brain. You want to make sure your brain is getting the proper nutrients it needs for it to function at the highest level. Are you going to put 87 gas in a fucking race car? No, it just doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do that. Same with your body. You want to make sure you're putting 93 in your supercar. Same with your body. You want to make sure you're putting fruits and vegetables and all these nutrient dense foods in your body, because you are operate based off what you eat. And what's next? What's next on my list? We already went over sleep. Okay, we'll talk about workout. You want to make sure that you're doing at least a good amount of cardio, probably a good 20 to 30 minutes. Making sure that you are pushing yourself. You want to push yourself. Make sure when you get off that treadmill or when you finish that round of fighting or sprints or I don't know, whatever the fuck you do. You want to make sure once you get off that you are deep, you're breathing deep, you're really feeling that effect, and then once you feel that effect, you feel great because our generational ancestors, when they were running and chasing down praise and they got it, it's that feeling of you just achieved something and you become stronger from that. So that is something you want to implement with at least with your cardio. You want to make sure you're at that point where you're exhausted, because if you keep doing the same routine over time, you're going to get less and less exhausted off each time you do it. So if you are making sure that you are doing that, you're going to improve, you're going to be in better shape, better health, and as well as your weights, you want to make sure that you're training correctly, right? You want to use the right weight resistance. You want to make sure that you're lifting properly with good technique, because that's how you fucking injure yourself and hurt yourself. And you don't want to do that. No one likes it. You feel like shit for days. You might have to go get therapy or something. You know, you want to make sure you train correctly. If you don't know how to work out, find a trainer or your boy or someone that you can work out with that will guide you and make sure you don't hurt yourself. Now, you want to make sure not only you have good form, but you're doing good workouts, right? So you don't want to be doing little bitch half-ass shit workouts. You want to make sure that you're pushing yourself and you're doing as much weight as you can possibly do without breaking form and hurting yourself. So when you're working out, you want to make sure that you get to that point of you got a good workout in. And what that means is you're so pumped from working out that your arms are starting to get heavy and it's hard for them to move because they're so pumped. Like, that's when you know you got a good workout in. If you work out and you still feel like you can keep going, you're just wasting your time, bro. You want to make sure you're getting to that next level, and it's a mentality that you have to have when you train. Same with your diet. Everything has to be on point. You need to make sure everything is on point. If everything is not on point, you are not going to operate at the highest level. And that being said, if you're not operating at the highest level, you're going to be average at best. If you can do all those simple things with your your sleep schedule, your workout plan, your diet, then that's going to impact and make everything a lot easier and a lot better. Especially when you go to work, with whatever you do for work, you're going to have more energy for a longer period of time. You're going to perform better. You're going to feel better. And everything is just going to be better and easier. It's going to be easier for you if you put in the hard work with what I just said, and then you implement that into your actual work schedule, whatever it may be. You're an entrepreneur, you're a fucking plumber, you're a sales agent, whatever it is. Just by implementing your sleep schedule, your workout, and your health, and your diet, that's going to be a lot easier. And you're going to get more done over a longer period of time, that making you more successful quickly. Well, not quickly, faster than it has to be.